Hi there, lads and lasses. How are we all? I hope we're doing good. And this is the latest edition of Mariners Now, where what we're going to do is take through a little bit of information that has come through today, and one that was recently broke about 15 minutes ago or so. We'll start with that news, and it's the fact that David Long King has gone on loan. It was reported yesterday that he was the one that was most likely to go on loan. And he's gone on loan to fellow National League outfit Woking. It's a strange one. It is a strange one. As the fact you've let the guy go on loan. But reading that he's only made 8 appearances in general, I kind of get why. The other thing that makes it strange is it's to a rival of ours in regards to in the league. People might say, but they're not really a rival. No, they're probably not where we are, but obviously, we can't. I think it's due to probably us not being able to come up against him because we still do have Woking to come here. So obviously, but it's to go out and get him some games. I'm, like a lot of Guernsey fans, I'm a bit surprised that they've let David go on loan, especially with him still having 18 months to go. But if it gives him a chance to get some guaranteed game time, then hopefully he can come back in the summer and really push on. But like I said, that's a very, very strange decision by Paul. You won't really know fully why that decision's been made, but I think a bit of a surprising one that. But good luck to David over at Woking. Hopefully he has a good time on loan there and can come back in the summer and really kick on with us. Let's hope. So what's you guys' opinion on that? Do you think it's a good move? Or like me, do you think it's a bit of a strange move? That, we brought him in the summer. Yes, he's not played a lot, I must admit. But do you think it was the right move? Do you think it was should we have maybe started him? But at the minute, I suppose in that area you've got starters in Luke Waterfall and Sean Pearson, which I think at the minute maybe Paul's just trusting that a little bit more. Because like we said, I think one of our players of the season has been Luke Waterfall. And he probably just can't get in right now. I don't know if there's actually a callback clause. I don't know if we absolutely needed to, whether we could call David back. And like I said, with the way injuries can go with our side, it's a possibility that it won't be the last we see him this season, but it also might be. But I want to get you Mariner's opinion on that and what you honestly think, whether you think that's a strange one or whether you do the same thing. Let me know, guys. Let me know. The next thing we're going to talk about is that Paul Hurst did speak to Grimsby Live journalist Elliot Jackson, and I've seen the article today in regards to Paul seems to believe we need probably about 3 more signings. Someone to replace Ryan Sears, who left us at the beginning of January. He's also looking for another central midfielder and another winger. I think that's more for competition. I think that's more for depth. But like I said, we want the depth, but we want it so they have the... I want players to fear for their place. I don't know if other Mariners fans feel the same way. I want them to fear for their place, because what can happen, and has happened in Grimsby in the past, We kind of know the 11, and even when players have bad games, um, they've come in 2 or 3 games running when maybe they shouldn't, and that's probably down to not having the quality or the competition. I also think it could have something to do with Giles Coke in regards to maybe you need a bit more guile in that midfield, because as composed as Giles is not blessed with pace. Neither is Ben Fox. So that could be one of Paul's ways of looking at it and how we can sort of improve. Also, the fact that we're looking at another wing back after Ryan left, and obviously we lost. With the winger, we lost Wilbur Parga, and other players can play down that wing, and like Amos has come in and he's sort of the wing back role. I can understand why Paul wants these kind of areas, even though people will be saying, "Oh, not another midfielder, not another defender." I think he's pretty much set on his central defensive partnership. I think he's going to go with Pearson and Waterfall, and like I said before, that's probably why he's let David Long King go, because he can't see Long King at the minute breaking into that 11 unless one of them gets injured, obviously. I do think we need another wing back. Another winger, I'm not too sure, but I'm also, I'm not totally against it. He says here that he'd like another wide player. Obviously, the kind of wide players that we've got aren't completely fitting the bill for Paul. There's obviously a certain type of wide player that Paul's after. And even though people would say, well, like he says in the article, that we have a lot of them, he's probably looking for something maybe a little bit different, maybe somebody that can maybe play middle but can also play wide. He's probably looking at something like that, and again, he talks about having the right ones, and the right kind of people for competition, and that's why I stated you need people to fear for their places. You don't want them to start to get complacent, and at certain times of Grimsby Town's history, people have got complacent because they know the people behind them haven't really got the quality to come in, or they don't fear for their place because they know that if they just, the guaranteed to get in. What we need is, I've always said, it's quality over quantity. So we'll just have to see what sort of competition Paul is looking for. If you were manager, let's write to some of you Grimsby fans, if you were manager, what would you say that we need? What extra do you think we need? I'll be intrigued to know what you think. Do leave me some video responses if you want as well. On the bottom of this video, just leave me some video responses and tell me what you think. Put yourself in Paul Hurst's shoes. And if you was manager of Grimsby Town, where do you think Grimsby need to be strengthening? I do think we need some extra pace in the middle. I don't think we can just rely on Clifton. I think the reason why he's also going for winger is Max Wright. I think at the minute he's just not sure on Max's fitness, and he wants to have that extra person in there that can add competition, I think. And because Max is so hit and miss, maybe that is Paul's way of looking at it. You know, another out-and-out winger, just in case Max breaks down again. I think that could be in his thought process. Obviously, he didn't want to go into many details about it, but in his mind, the player that he wants something that we haven't already got. And like I said, we've got Sousa one side, but we don't really have a certain other winger. You would say Max Wright when fit, but I think he's, like I've said just a few minutes ago, his concern is keeping Max fit. So it's a very, very difficult position for a manager to be put in. I know we all seem to think we know what we're doing and where we're going. Hang on, I'll just go and I think we're a bit low on light at the moment. There we go. I'm back. But there we go. Put the light on there, lovely stuff. But no, I mean, what do you guys seriously, honestly think about this? Put yourself in Paul Hurst's position. He's saying a winger, a central midfielder, and a replacement at wing back for Ryan Sears. I agree with them. I don't know what sort of player he'd be looking for. But it will be interesting to find out. So he's saying 3. Do you agree with 3, or do you think we need more than 3? Do you think we might need five more players? I don't know myself whether we need 5, but we definitely need more than one more player through the door. So let me know what you guys think about that. Like he says, we'll give a rundown of the players that Paul has already signed at this January window. He's already made 5 signings already to the club, and it's so he got Tristan Abrahams yesterday, which we hope is a part of our striking problems. I was speaking to a friend of mine earlier who said to give a loan signing the number 9 shirt might be a bit, hit and miss and questionable. Yes, I understand that to a degree. Why would you give a number 9 to a loan signing? But he might prove to be the best of it. The other signings alongside Abrahams is Danny Amos, Andy Smith, Scott Burgess are the other signings to have signed for Grimsby in January. Another question I'd like to have for Grimsby supporters is, what do you think of the business this month? Are you happy now that we have a striker? I am, because hopefully that cools the worry about not having strikers in. But I think that I was watching the highlight video of Abrahams, of Tristan, just last night. And actually, it looks like he's got a good finish on him. He looks like a poacher, which is kind of like what we're looking for, is a poacher. You've got John McAtee that has got a cracking shot on him. Ryan Taylor's a mixture of two. He's got a good shot, but he's also got like a bit of a deft touch. But we haven't got that poacher striker that I think we had when we had Podge. We had when we had Liam Hearn. What I would call a natural finisher. We don't really have that at the club. So hopefully Tristan can bring that to the Mariners and make it make an impact. And what a game to start it on against Bromley tomorrow afternoon. It'll be interesting to see how he does that. I'm almost certain he'll start. I think he'll go Taylor and Abrahams up front with probably McAtee just behind him. And I think you'll probably get Sousa as well. You're going to get Pearson and Waterfall as the midfield pair. I think Crocombe will get in again, but you never know. You never know. Everything on Macca's gone a bit quiet. That was the one I was expecting. Was Macca on loan somewhere? More than Long King. So that kind of intrigued me as to why they've gone that way. But yeah, what's your thoughts on the business so far? And do you agree with Paul? Do you agree that we need at least 3 more bodies? Do you agree with the positions? If not, where would you put it? So, like I've said, put yourself in Paul's position. Where would you go with it? If you could choose areas that you feel like going to be a light in certain areas, then, like I said, drop me a video response, drop me a comment. Let's really get this rolling, shall we? And really get some interaction. So that's pretty much all that's happened at Grimsby Town today, really. Obviously, I'll be at the game tomorrow. I know I'd normally do a match preview, but I am going to give you my score prediction now. I do think that we are going to beat Bromley. Andy Woodman is still there. Whether he'll be there after the game, we don't know. We'll just have to see how they motivate. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win against Bromley. I think that's, we need to keep sort of Michael Cheek quiet, but they have got a few other players that could cause a problem. So also leave me your score prediction for that game. If you want to see my other predictions, I did a video yesterday for the National League predictions. So if you want to go see over and see that as to what I think will happen in those games over this weekend, and leave me a like, leave me a comment. Let's really start to get this going. I want Grimsby fans to tell me, and even other football fans, I want Grimsby fans to tell me truly what you think. This is your platform more than mine. I want this to be a Mariners platform. I want you to come to me if you've got something that you want me to talk about. Let me know what it is, and I will talk about it. I'll even get some of you on, and we can have a talk about what's your opinion on the club and on the business and how things are going in general. So this channel is going to be mainly for all football fans, really, and mainly the Grimsby Town supporters. I want to really make a success of this, and I want you guys to help me get there. So I would love it if you would subscribe to the channel, and let's start this journey together. We use the term all in it together. But I want this channel to be where all Mariners fans and all lower league football fans and football fans come on and give their opinion on everything that's going on around about Grimsby. So that's me done for now. Like I said, do leave me a comment. Do give me a like. It does help the channel if you do. I would love it. Thank you. And let's start rolling with this. You let me know what you honestly think, and if there's any talking points that you want me to touch on in future episodes of Mariners Now, do let me know, and we'll have a good discussion about it. Anyway, I'll be back with a bit of a review after the game tomorrow afternoon. As I said, I'll be there. And if any of you guys see me, come and say hello. I'll be in the main stand. I'll be where the wheelchair supporters are. So if you do see me in the main stand, do come and say hello. We'll have a bit of a chat and get your opinion. So let's get this going. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with a review. But if I see any of you guys tomorrow, please come and say hello and we'll have a good chat. In the meantime, I bid you adieu. And I will see you guys soon. Up the manners and let's get this rolling. See you soon.